So, are you planning to come to Toronto for the FIFA World Cup 2026? Well, that's a good thing, because Toronto is not only the largest city in Canada, but also the fourth largest city in North America. It's a well-known city, very diverse. The estimated population size is anywhere between 2.7 million to 5 million people. And it's a very diverse financial capital of Canada, as well as a lot of other good stuff. So you're coming to a great place. However, there are some things you need to know when you're going to travel to anywhere. And Toronto is one of those places where you need to know a few stuff. So here I'm going to share with you some ideas, some things I think you need to know. You can use them. You can use them to create your plans. You can use them to come up with other ideas, etc. But it's just a guide. So here we go. Your FIFA World Cup 2026 Toronto Travel Guide. Number 1. Where World Cup matches will be played in Toronto. All World Cup matches will be played at the BMO field that will be called the Toronto Stadium during the FIFA World Cup 2026 matches. And the first match starts June 12th, where Canada will be playing one of the winners from the playoffs that is now happening in Europe, or is it UEFA? It's somewhere in Europe that you're having the playoffs. And they're saying that Italy is most likely to win. However, Italy did not make the last World Cup 2022, so we'll see what happens. Nevertheless, BMO Field, which is currently being upgraded, where the city of Toronto and MLSE are spending millions of dollars to upgrade it. I've seen the construction, and I am telling you, to me, they're building a brand new stadium, which is a good thing. They say it's an upgrade, but to me, it looks like a brand new stadium. There are entire sections that are completely being redone, and it's gonna look good. Phase 1 is already done, and phase 2 is on the way. It looks like everything will be done by March 2026, which means by June 12th, everything will be ready to go. Right? So the BMO field, right, that's near Exhibition Place. That's the field that Toronto FC uses and other teams like Toronto Argonauts. Right? That's the same field that they're upgrading. And it's going to be called the Toronto Stadium during FIFA World Cup 2026. And that's where all matches in Toronto will be played. Now, some of the things that is being done to the stadium is that they're going to expand the capacity to 45,000, enhance VIP media and fan experience zones. It's located in downtown Toronto, obviously, and it's easy access via public transit, right? You can take the Toronto Transit Commission, that's the TTC. You can take the GO train. And if you're looking at convenience, just stay downtown. You can literally walk to the BMO field if you're downtown. Literally. I know, I used to live downtown, so it's a great place to be, and everything is walking distance, so you don't have to worry about public transit. But again, there's public transit, there's also Uber, there's cycling. If you have your scooter, you use an e-scooter, etc. So that's number 1. All matches are going to be played at the BMO field, which will be called Toronto Stadium during the FIFA World Cup 2026 here in Toronto. Now, the best areas to stay during the FIFA World Cup in Toronto. Now, keep in mind that accommodation prices will surge during the World Cup. So book early and choose strategic neighborhoods. Now, the best areas are downtown, of course, very convenient. It's the entertainment district, as well as you can walk literally everywhere. Liberty Village, which is closest to BMO Field, and the BMO Field again will be called Toronto Stadium during the FIFA World Cup 2026. The waterfront, very scenic. A lot of activities are going to happen on the waterfront. A lot of activities always happen on the waterfront, and FIFA World Cup 2026 is going to be crazier. So the waterfront, if you're there, that's good. Midtown, which is usually Yonge and Eglinton, you have the subway system, which is the quickest way to get to the matches can get to downtown Toronto. You have the suburbs, Mississauga and Vaughan, as well as Markham. Now in these places, Mississauga and Vaughan, you most likely will get cheaper accommodation than in Toronto. Okay, you know the prices are going to go up in Toronto. Already they have gone up once the draws were announced in 2025, the March draws. Prices went up. However, Toronto was had the lowest increase in prices. Mexico City had the highest increases in prices out of the 16 cities where the matches will be held. So Toronto is still doing well and relatively cheap. However, you want to book early. Even though the prices have gone up, it's going to get crazy as we get closer. So, and of course, the closer you are to the location, to the BMO field, it's most likely the prices will be higher. So the suburbs are good here. Markham, Mississauga, Vaughan, Pickering. You know, those places, Airbnbs, hotels, still can get reasonable prices. And especially if you're in like Markham, it's very easy to take the public transit. You can take the GO train all the way down. If you're in Vaughan, you can take the subway all the way down, and all the other places are bus connections. You can also take Uber, you can rent a car, etc. I wouldn't say you should ride a bike. It's gonna take quite a while to get there on a bike, because it's close but not that close. I mean, these are big cities, okay? So yes, book early, and those places are good places you want to be. Liberty Village, downtown Toronto, the suburbs, etc. How to get around Toronto during the World Cup? Toronto has one of the best public transit systems in North America. That's true. It has one of the best. It's not the best, but it has one of the best. Right? It have the TTC subway, it have streetcars, it have buses, it have GO train for regional travel, it have Uber, it have Lyft, it have taxis, it have bike share Toronto. You can walk downtown. Expect transit extensions on match days and late nights. Now, it's gonna get crazy. You're gonna have a lot of traffic. So make sure you plan in advance. In other words, if you're gonna go to let's say the match starts at 7 p.m. Make sure you're there no later than 6 p.m. Which means you might have to take the bus 2 hours early depending on where you are. Right? Because there will be traffic congestion. We are talking about an extra 300,000 people coming into the city, specifically for FIFA World Cup. That excludes the people who already come into the city on a regular basis, plus the 2.7 to 5 million people who already live in the city, plus the people in the suburbs and Markham and Vaughan and Pickering and all these areas that go into the city. So travel early, you know, give yourself a lot of time. But you can get around. I've done videos on each of them. The GO train, the TTC, the subway, the light rail transit, bike share. You can do bike share. You can literally go downtown, rent a bike, ride around, park it. That's it. Right? And like I said, if you're downtown, everything is walking distance. Now keep in mind it's gonna be hot. So make sure you stay hydrated. Now, FIFA Fan Zones, public viewing areas. Toronto will host official FIFA fan festivals and citywide viewing zones. Now, Nathan Phillips Square is a popular spot. Exhibition Place is a popular spot. Harbourfront Centre is a popular spot. Yonge and Dundas Square is a popular spot. Now, the Yonge and Dundas Square is now called Sankofa Square. Now, expect live music, cultural performances, food trucks, and massive screens. Now, the two official FIFA Fan Experience Festival areas are the Brentway and Fort York Historical Site, and they are just walking distance from the BMO field. So if you don't remember anywhere else, those are the official sites. You go there and it's gonna be crazy. Normally they have other activities there, and now they're gonna have FIFA World Cup Fan Festival Experience activities. So it's gonna be crazy, as well as the square, Yonge and Dundas Square, Sankofa. Nathan Phillips is where the city of Toronto is. That is where the city hall is. So it's a major location, and most likely they're going to have big screens there. And there are going to be other places as well, as Toronto is known. Not Toronto, but Canada is known on a whole, where people have screens in the yard and everybody get there and watch. And different cities try to have screen in parks. So you won't be short of big screens, especially on days when Canada will be playing, like June 12th, which is Canada's first match, and history being made because it's the first World Cup on Canadian soil, June 12th. So it's gonna be crazy. So you won't be short of places of experiencing the experiences, not to mention the activities that Canada, well, in this case Toronto, has every year in the city on a regular basis. So plus those activities, plus the FIFA activities, it's gonna be crazy. You're gonna enjoy yourself. So the two official fan zones, FIFA Fan Experience Zones areas, the Brentway and Fort York Historic Site. Ticketing rules, entry and security. FIFA tickets are sold only through official FIFA platforms, right? Tickets are digital, ID checks may be required, strict bag policies, early stadium entry advised. Avoid third-party resellers. Scams will increase closer to kickoff. Don't get scammed. You want FIFA ticket? Go to fifa.com/tickets. That's the official site for FIFA World Cup tickets. Don't let anybody send you anywhere else. It's fifa.com/tickets. That's it. Or you go on the official City of Toronto website. What they have an official City of Toronto FIFA World Cup website, and they will direct you directly to the same FIFA World Cup site, fifa.com/tickets. Do not buy tickets anywhere else. Do not get scammed. Do not pay those extra prices, although the resale prices on FIFA itself is a bit ridiculous according to a lot of people. But still, you're getting authentic tickets. fifa.com/tickets. And of course, be early. There's going to be a lineup. As much as Toronto will be improving the stadium, having digital and self-checkout, you're talking about 45,000 people. There's still going to be a line. So the earlier you are, the better. And get your tickets, get into the round robins, get into the lottery phase, because you know they have a lottery system now to get the tickets. Get in, make sure you have money on your card, because if you're selected right away, they're going to charge your card and take the money. So make sure you're willing to spend and enjoy yourself. The weather in Toronto during the World Cup. The World Cup takes place in June to July. Peak summer in Toronto, right? According to many, 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius, which is 68 degrees Fahrenheit and 86 degrees Fahrenheit is average temperature. Humid days, occasional rain. So it is suggested to pack light clothing, comfortable walking shoes, sunscreen, rain jacket. Now Toronto, mainly in July, August, but mainly July, has what is known as a heat wave. And let me tell you, they are not joking. You can get heat stroke. I have had it several times and it's not fun. Heat stroke can kill. So, especially in the midday, if you can avoid the sun, avoid it. Stay out the sun. Now stay in shade. You cannot drink enough water to save yourself. Just stay out the shade, right? And keep drinking water, especially water with electrolytes in it, you know. You don't have to buy those expensive electrolytes out there. You can just put some sea salt in the water and drink it, right? But stay hydrated. This is not the time to play games. This is not the time to fool around. Because remember, you know, in the heat wave, you know, you're talking about an extra 300,000 people in the city, in addition to those who are already going to be there. So it's crowded. Then, for the first responders to come to you, it's going to take a while because of the crowd. Secondly, they themselves have to keep themselves safe because they cannot be exposed in the heat for too long, right? So everything is going to take longer, delay, etc. So take care of yourself, keep hydrated, have your sunscreen, enjoy Toronto. Safety laws and local etiquette. Toronto is consistently ranked as one of the safest major cities globally. Alcohol allowed only in licensed areas. Smoking restricted in public places. Jaywalking is common, but use caution. Emergency number is 911. Police presence will be significantly increased during the World Cup. Just like every country, you need to follow the law. Toronto is relatively a safe place. However, in recent years, there's an increase in gun violence, but a lot of it is gang related or some issue that is specific to those individuals. So it's not like you're going to be targeted randomly, but it does happen. And last year summer 2025 in Toronto, there was an increase in the theft of cell phones, and I won't be surprised if that happens again in 2026 World Cup. So watch out, keep your cell phone safe. And keep in mind that you have unscrupulous individuals who travel all over the world to these events to carry out bad stuff, right? So it's not just people who are already in the country, but you have people who come deliberately to cause mayhem. So be careful. If you see something, say something. There'll be a lot of police officers present, as well as you have 911 that you can call, as well as the city will probably direct you otherwise, because they're going to have other measures in place. So go ahead, keep yourself as safe as possible, follow the law. Now, alcohol is a very serious thing in Canada. Don't walk on the street drinking alcohol openly. That's a no-no, right? And if you're under 18, you're not going to be allowed into alcohol areas. And you're going to find out that when you go into areas where they permit alcohol drinking, you cannot take that bottle out of that area. You have to stay there and consume it. And driving intoxicated is not allowed. It's a very serious thing. Just recently, an airline pilot from India Air, I think it's called India Air, I think that's the name of the airline. The pilot was arrested in Vancouver. Yes. Why? Because there was suspicion of him drinking. And the laws here in Canada says you cannot consume alcohol and fly a plane within 12 hours. They take it very serious. So if they arrest this international individual who flies an international plane, who's under a different jurisdiction, because the Indian aviation control them and monitor them, and they arrest him, what do you think they'll do to you if you violate these rules? It's taken very serious. Alcohol is very serious. Just obey the laws, right? Come enjoy yourself. Don't break the laws. Let us all operate in a manner that is good for all of us. And have fun. So Toronto's food scene. Toronto is one of the most multicultural food cities in the world. So what food you must try? Caribbean food in Little Jamaica. Italian food in Little Italy. Chinese food in Chinatown. Middle Eastern in Danforth, that's Greek. Street food and food trucks, food festival and pop-ups will run throughout the city. Now every year we have festivals with different cultures, and you just come and you enjoy it. Now you don't have to wait until these festivals, even though there will be festivals during the summertime, because these are things that are held every year. So you're going to have festivals where you can try different foods. But you also can go to specific locations to try specific food from specific cultures. For example, Little Jamaica Caribbean food. Where is that? Eglinton Avenue West. Take the subway, get there, boom. You go to the famous, what is called Randy's. You get your Jamaican parties there. Now keep in mind that there are Jamaican restaurants all over the city. So you can enjoy Jamaican food anytime. But that is a specific location where you have more of the Jamaican culture. Same way with Little Italy on College Street. Go there, eat Italian food. Now, of course, don't be surprised if you find Jamaican food and Mexican food there, because it's kind of mixed, right? But still, you have a greater concentration of Italian food there. Greek food, Danforth, right? You go there, enjoy food, Greek food, as well as you can find other cultures there too. But there's a greater concentration of Greek there in that area. And of course, it's very accessible. All these locations are accessible by public transit. Right? And of course you can take taxi, you can rent a car, etc. I strongly suggest public transit and walking, because it's gonna get crazy. I am telling you from now, crazy in Toronto for the FIFA World Cup 2026. You can't say I did not tell you. It's gonna get crazy, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. Keep yourself healthy, keep yourself safe, and let us all have a good time. Day trips and attractions that you can do between the matches. You can go to the CN Tower, that's downtown. Niagara Falls, that's in Niagara Falls. Toronto Islands, that's downtown. Distillery District, that's downtown. Kensington, that's downtown. There's a lot of things you can do downtown. And downtown is where the BMO Field Toronto Stadium is. So you can watch a match down there and you can enjoy yourself. You have the Harbourfront, you have Kensington. You have all these activities before, during, and after the World Cup. You know what's the biggest activity in Toronto? It is also the biggest activity in North America. This activity brings in $400 million, it is estimated, minimum to the city of Toronto. It's called the Caribbean Carnival Festival Caribana. It's a Caribbean festival that is more popularly known as Caribana. It's the biggest event, over 1 million people at the parade in one day. Huge. And it's just after the World Cup. So if you plan to stay a bit longer, you'll experience it. If not, there's lots to do. Of course, you have the CN Tower, you have Ripley's, you have the Harbourfront activities, again you have Kensington, you have Chinatown, you have tons of activities. And different cultures are putting on different activities during the summer. So you will not be bored, right? You can check my website, and if you sign up for our newsletter, you will get updates, etc. So go ahead, man. Enjoy yourself. Of course, you can travel all the way down to Niagara Falls and enjoy that too. Plus, you have other cities around like Markham and Vaughan and Pickering that have their own activities going on. So you're not short of things to do in Toronto. If you're bored in Toronto, it's because you are boring. I am telling you, if you are bored in Toronto, it's because you are boring. So go ahead, find the activities, enjoy yourself. And the best part, you're both free and paid. Yeah, so enjoy yourself. So how to save money during FIFA World Cup in Toronto? The World Cups are expensive, but Toronto can be done smart. Use public transit to save on money. Eat in local neighborhoods to save on money. Book early your hotel, your travel, your airline, etc. to save on money. Attend free fan zones to save money. Share accommodations to save money. So you can save money if you want to. You can save money if you want to, and there will be deals. You book early, and of course in any country, if you eat local, it's gonna be much cheaper. Plus some of these Airbnbs are places you can cook. You go to the store, buy your stuff, cook your food. Simple. Very simple. Right? So go ahead, find out where the deals are, enjoy yourself. Even those bars that are going to have the screen the matches, and you know they have the $5-10 beer. Go there at happy hour. Right? Where you can get 2 or 3 beers for the same price, or they just drop the price ridiculously for one during that time. So go happy hour. Plus you have free events. You're gonna have free events. You go there, you enjoy yourself, enjoy the free food. I've been to many of them. Right? And these are regular events, not to mention what's gonna happen during the FIFA World Cup 2026. So go ahead, man, enjoy yourself. If you're on a budget, stay on a budget. If you're not on a budget, same thing, enjoy yourself. So those are the ideas I'm sharing with you right now, the things you need to do as you travel to Toronto for the FIFA World Cup 2026. Toronto, of course, has world-class infrastructure, cultural diversity, massive fan energy, unforgettable summer vibes. And you're coming at a great time. The FIFA hype plus Toronto being Toronto. So come, enjoy yourself, and get back home safely. I am Leroy A. Brown from LeroyABrown.ca.